Week 18 of the fantasy basketball season. And here's a few forwards I look to sell and trade this week. The first guy, Evan Fournier, the New York Knicks. Evan Fournier, it's been an up and down season for him in his first year with the New York Knicks. On the season, 14.5 points a game, 3 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1 steal, 3 threes a game, and 42% from the field. So right here, mediocre numbers this year. And he's a guy that got a big contract for this Knicks team. And this Knicks team, they thought they were going to take the next step with some of the additions here in the offseason and getting Cam Reddish as well towards the trade deadline. But that hasn't been the case. But the last couple weeks here for Fournier, 19.6 points a game, 4 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.6 steals a game, a whopping 4.4 threes a game, and 43% from the field. So right now, he's been on a hot streak over the last 4 or 5 games here. Is Evan Fournier, but he's still a player I can't trust and still a player that's inconsistent. Right now, he'll give you some categories, no doubt about it. Scoring, 3-point shooting, and a decent assister is Fournier, but I just can't buy him as a consistent candidate the remainder of the year. So February 10th at Golden State, 22 points, a rebound, 5 threes, 41% from the field. February 12th, at Portland, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, a block, a 3, 7% from the field here. And February 14th versus the Thunder, 29 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, a block, 6 threes, 55% from the field. So right here, those numbers aren't going to cut it with the inconsistency. Because if he's not hot shooting that 3 ball, he's pretty much a player that's not going to do much. So right now, while he's played good, no doubt about it, the last 4 out of 5 games, he's a perfect sell high candidate, in my opinion, this week. The next guy, Harrison Barnes of the Sacramento Kings. So the Kings did a lot of roster shuffling and trades towards the NBA trade deadline last week here. Obviously getting Sabonis in a deal, and obviously as well traded Marvin Bagley off. But they also got Dante DiVincenzo, Jeremy Lin's in town, Justin Holiday's over there as well, and Sabonis taking on more of a scoring role, obviously, with this King team. So Harrison Barnes, though, on the season, it's been another solid year for him. 17 points a game, 6.1 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 2 threes a game, and 46% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, he's been playing over his head, in my opinion. 21 points a game, 6.7 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.6 threes a game, and 60% from the field here for Harrison Barnes. So he's playing good basketball, no doubt about it. But I think the bottom's going to fall out here, and he's not going to be putting up these good numbers and not being as consistent. So right now, while he's playing great basketball, this is a perfect time to sell him high. February 9th versus Minnesota, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 threes, 72% from the field. February 12th at Washington, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 77% from the field. And February 14th at Brooklyn, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 33% from the field. So right here, Harrison Barnes, he's playing great basketball, no doubt about it. But like I mentioned, with all those new additions over there in Sacramento, I just don't see him keeping this up for so much longer, putting up 25, 30 points a game like he has over the last few weeks here. So Harrison Barnes, if you could package him with someone decent, or whatever the case may be, a 1-for-1 deal, this is a perfect time to do it, in my opinion, because I just don't see him keeping these numbers up and playing at this high of a level. In the third and final forward, I look to someone trade this week's Bobby Portis, Milwaukee Bucks. So Bobby Portis, a great second year it's been with him with this Buck team. 15.3 points a game, 9.2 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 1.9 threes a game, and 48% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, he's putting up bigger numbers, 18.5 a game, 9 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1.3 steals a game, 2.8 threes a game, and 52% from the field. So he's having a great year, no doubt about it, with this Buck team. And he fits this roster greatly. I'm not going to disagree with that. But the thing is, Serge Ibaka's in town. He's working his way into shape here. And Brook Lopez, he could be back anytime soon as well with a back injury, which has pretty much cost him most of his season. But right now, while Portis is playing at a high level, which I don't see him keeping it up with those factors, and just that he's playing over his head, this is a perfect time to sell him high or package him with someone else in a bigger deal. So the last few games here for Portis, February 10th at Phoenix, 11 points, 9 rebounds, a steal, a block, a 3, 41% from the field. February 14th versus Portland, 17 points, 9 rebounds, a block at 53% from the field. And February 15th versus Indiana, 6 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 21% from the field. So right here, his stat lines have been great. And right now, I just don't think he's going to sustain it, even though he's been pretty legit the whole season here as Portis. But if I could get a great offer for him and sell him off for a guy with more potential and better upside, this is the time to do it. So that's a few forwards I look to sell and trade here for Week 18 of the fantasy basketball season.